Detroit. Please give a warm Deaf Poetry welcome to Goldie.
First thing I got to say is me and JJ was okay heavy hustlers. Coming up around the way, making modo, selling yayo, having a good time. Robbing busters. When Tootie gave the facts of life away and the police said, hey, well, me and JJ was MIA and they wasn't cuffing us. But Rollo and Lamont, well, they didn't want to play. And you know what we did to Raj and Rerun? No one was trusting us. We knew Dwayne was a snitch, but that was okay till Michael snitched on JJ. Bookman said Michael got to die. And he got to die today. Not because Michael and Dwayne was gay, but the cops came and took JJ away. I nodded, Bookman nodded, finally James nodded and gave his okay. Plus, he didn't think Michael was his son anyway. I like the town and I like to get down, and by the way, I like the way Thelma sway. Anyway, one day James told me that JJ was talking to Grady locked down up north, and he said that Fred G had so much cash up in Cali, enough for the East Coast and the West Coast families. With the Evans in Chicago, the Sanfords and the Watts, the Jeffersons locked down Jersey, me and my family had to watch. Plus, he was selling hot guns to the fine so much to make happy days seem like what? They had me hot. So me and Fonzie's nephew, Chachi, like to sit in the hot seat. And to make sure nobody would stop me, I got Richie, Ralph, Malcolm, and Potsy in the back seat with a Glock 3 ready to pop anyone who tries to stop. And whatever you do, watch Chachi. Because Chachi was sitting in the back of the cop's car seat when the cops watched his to just slow it down. I said, whatever you do, watch Chachi. Because Chachi was sitting in the back of the cop's car seat when the cops posse plotted to pop. See? Continue the story. We hit 75 to 94 to get to Chicago to get more dough and more yayo than you ever saw before. We pull up at the liquor store. Who was that? Lamont and Rollo, and they clicked and got thick. Because now they with that Willis and that double talking Arnold. So you know how we do. We cruise on through after Laverne and Shorty because it was early, but as the night got long, I started pitching the orgy going strong. I said, whatever happens in this house, stays in this house. And they all went along. Plus, Ginger Mary Ann was trying to take me home, but the door came crashing in and I hadn't even stuck her. It was Esther and Big Shirley screaming, don't you move, Buster. They got a double-barrel shotgun pointed at my pucker. They won't revenge what I did to Roger Rerun, and Shirley kept calling me a Buster, but you know how I do. I played it cool. Till Esther called me a fish-eye food, I said, what do you tell a lady with two black eyes? She said, I don't know nothing. You already told her twice. So when the last cool down, more guns come around, because then the squeaky heard the door come down. I say, ladies, I think you should know before you let your guns blow them the craziest two white boys in town. Put your guns down. Just for fun, we tied them up like we did Roger Rerun. Now the next day was the show. Fred boat floated so close to my boat, damn near crashed like the SS Minnow. They go Fred, Lamont, Wilson, on over there, and was squeaking, that's Rollo. I don't know. Slow down. Go slow. So we jumped down on the boat to let Shirley and Esther, you know, I was going to let them go. But when I got down there, it was like a scene from a horror show. They had been cut from ear to ear and throat to throat. I watched their blood float. Spit dried up in my throat. Standing there hanging from a rope was Richie, Ralph, Mal, Potsy, and Chachi. Each had been hung and cut from ear to ear and throat to throat. In the breeze of the night, there was a sneeze to the right, and that was Rollo holding the knife. I didn't have time to think twice. I knew this brother wasn't right. I'm like, why you bring a knife to a gunfight? It was a stroke before midnight. Somebody turned off all the lights. Arnold jumped out of sight, screaming, the car will live to tell how brave men got killed that night. All the guns are pointed in my sight, but like JJ say, I was strapped with dynamite. Things don't go my way, we're gonna all die tonight. Fred grabbed his heart. He knew he was dead. My mama kicked the door in and said, turn that TV off. Get your black butt in the bed.